case of the screenshot, I can make changes. And on the right side, I have the issues that are associated to the project, the test runs, and the test itself. And this is the information we have put in the beginning. I can also change the status of the test. So because we had bugs, I'm going to put this as failed. Other things that I can do, I can export the session report, which will export a zip file where I can find evidences and also a PDF report. But what I'm going to show you is to submit this test run. And by submitting this test run, it will upload to Jira the evidences and the test report to a Jira test run associated with the execution that we have. It may take a while. So it finished to upload. So let's take a look in what happened to our Jira instance. So this is the other bug that we have created. So let's go to the execution, the test execution. So we have here that the test failed, right? We have made the verdict that the test failed, and we can go to the test run to see what has been attached here. And we will see that we have when the test started, when it finished, from who executed the test, the status. So what were the findings? We have here two defects that were reasoned, the one with the pricing calculator and the one with the typo in enterprise. We have here the screenshot, the video, and these are the test session report. And we have here the comments that have been made on the screenshot and the note and on the video. What else? We have the test details like the linked issues. So we have the two bugs. We have the two requirements or user stories that we said to be related with this test session, and also the definition of the session, in fact, of the test. So the activity here is whatever we have done during the session. So we changed the status and these evidences that we collected. Let's just go up here to the report that I want to show you. Let me show you the report. So in the report, we have the project where we worked, the instance, the status, the issues that were created, the requirements we were testing, and the evidences on the timeline, like the screenshot, the creation of bug, the video that we shoot, and the bug. In fact, the note came here. Remember that I changed the order to be before the video, and here it is, a nice report that can be used to supply to your team. And here it is. This was the demo for testing a website using a generic test case where we defined a test chart. Now I am going to demo how to use Exploratory App to execute a manual test case. For that, I have prepared here a project in our Jira Xray instance named Xray Exploratory App Marketing Site, where we have here this user story, which says that as a user, I want to download Xray Exploratory App so that I can make exploratory test sessions. So to test this user story here, I built this manual test case. So it's a test case that tests the process of subscribing to download Xray Exploratory App. And as we see here in the test details, this test case has several steps. There are 4 steps. And here is the last one. So the format is the same as for these manual test cases. So we have here action, data, and expected results. And in some of them, like this first one, I have attached here a picture, which will be a guide for who is executing the test. So how to execute exploratory manual test case from Xray. We go here to test runs. So this test hasn't been executed yet, and I'm going to say execute in exploratory app. So it will create a test execution. It will be named like this, and I choose execute with exploratory app. Here I click in execute with exploratory app, and it opens here this dialog to open the exploratory app. So it is opening. I'm going to move it here so that we can see. Going to dimension the window, and here we have it. So let's look at it side by side with the definition that we have here in Jira. So same project. We will have this test run, which is this one here, and this is the test. The summary, in fact, is the name of the test case. The description is the description given here in our test. So it tests the process of subscribing to download Xray Exploratory App. It is a test that we can set a time box limit. I will not set it. It is a manual test type, and here it says which is the execution issue and the requirements we are going to test because it is related with this user story. We also have a timeline where we are going to have the evidences that we can collect along the session, and we have here a new tab, which is steps. And in this steps tab, in fact, we have here the test details, the tests that we are going to execute. They are exactly the same that I defined here in the Jira issue. So we have 5 steps. So let's start executing it. I'm going to select this current screen to save things that we may collect. And let's go to the first step. So it says here, open Xray marketing website. So I'm going to open it. Here we have it. Expected result. Xray marketing website opens and has products option in the navigation top bar. We have here the attachment that we have also here. So I am going to open it, and it will work as a guidance for the person that is executing the test. So if I open it, going to open, and here it is. Who is testing is going to see that this will be the products entry that is being referred on the step. So basically, what we have in this test is that it will pass. I will mark it as passed. Let's say that we would get a different result. There is here this button where you can add the actual result. It is not the case. The case is that the expected result is what we got, so we are going to mark it as passed. So let's jump to the next step, step 2. Open Xray Exploratory Testing under Products option. So Xray Exploratory Testing, I'm going to open, and what is the expected result? The expected result is that Xray Exploratory App marketing site opens. So this is the Exploratory App marketing site, and you see that for each of the step, I can collect evidences like videos, audio, screenshot, and notes. So I'm going to take here a screenshot just as an evidence that we got the right result. I'm going to crop it here and put here a comment like the exploratory app marketing site page opened, and I'm going to save it. And at this moment, I have here one finding, which is one evidence that I collected for this step. And I'm going to mark it as pass. So going to the next step, click on Download Now button. So I'm going to click, and it says that a form to fill data is displayed. That's correct. So, but here, maybe I will give a suggestion. So I'm going to put here a note saying that maybe we can have a field to input job title. So this is a suggestion that in this form, maybe we can have job title when filling it. I'm going to save it, and here we have one other finding of type note. But in fact, the step is passed. So next step, I'm going to fill the form with data. So first name, it is John. The last name is Doe. And I'm going to use this email as registration. Let me see. And the company name is Xblend. And I'm going to say that John Doe is in Portugal. So by the end, check, agree, and submit the form. Okay. And the user is informed that download information was sent to email. Check your email for download information. Okay, so for example, here I can also put another evidence of this message, and going to crop it and put here like user was informed and save it. So another finding, and I will mark this as passed. So, and let's go for the last step. Check if download for Windows works. Go to the inbox specified in the previous step. So I'm going to open here the email. Refresh it. So I provided this email, which is this Shanto. Let's see if the email arrives in the meantime. There is no sign of email. Well, sounds like there is no email. So I am going to mark this as failed, and I am going to say here in the actual result that no mail was received. And yes, this execution of this step is finished. So it didn't pass in this last step, and I am going to end the session. I'm going to minimize these windows to see wider. So what we have here the evidences, our timeline. As you can see, the timeline is divided by steps, and it is visible what happens in each of the steps. And from here, what can I do? I can reset the session, resume it, create a new session, or open another session. In the middle, I am able to edit any of the evidences. And on the right side, I have the issues created and also the status of the test. And from here, what I can do is to submit the test run. So I'm going to submit it. It's uploading the report. And this is going to our Jira with Xray instance. It's updating the status. So everything is complete. So let's look to the Jira, what happened here in Jira. So we have here the test execution. So the test failed. We can take a look to the run. So we will see here the details of this session. So this is the execution status. It failed. So this is the the time that passed for the test execution. We have here several evidences. We have 2 screenshots and the report, the test details, so the description, the test issue links. It was linked to one requirement. And we have here the detailed execution of the steps. For example, for this first step, we have the attachment, and we have that it passed. Second one, it also passed, and we collect here an evidence of a screenshot, and the same for the other steps. And for the last one, we didn't receive the email to download the Windows build, so the test failed, and we have here that the expected result was that the installer was downloaded, and it didn't happen. So this is the summary for the manual test execution. I hope you enjoyed these 2 demos. Thank you very much.
Well, José, thank you very much for the presentation, for the demo. I hope everyone liked it and you found it useful. I see that we already have a few questions here and we can start answering them. One of the questions that we have is if the exploratory tool is available for a cloud instance.
Sure, thank you, Petri. Well, if I understand correctly, the question is if the exploratory testing tool can be connected to Jira Cloud. That's my understanding of the question. If that is the question, yes, Xray Exploratory Testing can connect to a Jira Cloud instance.
Amazing. Thank you for the answer. Another question is, what can the app do when it's standalone? So that means when it's not connected to Jira or to Xray.
Right. Okay, so yes, basically as we have seen, the application has 3 modes of operation. One of them is the standalone mode, which means that you don't need to have a Jira account or even Xray that runs on top of Jira, as we know, to make exploratory testing. Basically, you can start the app in standalone mode, and you can collect the type of evidences you can with what we provide, which is screenshots. We can record videos, take notes, and upload even some evidences that you have collected with other tools, other media. So yes, you can still do exploratory testing in standalone mode.
Thank you for the answer. Let's see other questions. So this one is actually connected to what you already talked, and it says, can I save my testing session and continue working on it later on?
Yes. So with Xray Exploratory App, well, although the exploratory testing sessions, not by definition, but the community intends that they should be time boxed. In fact, you can continue a given session on other occasions. So you can stop your work, you choose save session, and you can continue by opening it in a later occasion. So yes, you can save it locally.
Amazing, thank you. Another question that we have is how much the app costs.
Well, the app for the moment is a free app, so you can go to our website. You can go to Xray website and you choose Xray Exploratory App, and you can download it for free. You just need to insert some of your data, and you can start to use it immediately.
Thank you. We have someone asking if you can do automatic exploratory session, let's say with Selenium.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is an interesting question. The answer is no, because exploratory tests, the type of exploratory tests we allow to do are kind of connected with type of manual testing. It is one of the types. It could be one of the types that we demoed in the second part, which goes through the manual steps. Other can be general, so like an ad hoc testing that is not scripted. So yeah, for the moment we are not doing this kind of automatic exploratory session, but it's something that I will take note because it's an interesting question. Thank you for that question.
Very good. Another question here says, what are the supported packages that are being offered with the app? Do you know if enterprise support is available?
The support packages offered with the app. Okay, we are providing support to the application, again using the Xray support site. You can reach us there. You will see options to make questions or report bugs about Xray Exploratory App. For the moment, we don't have an enterprise support package. We will have in the near future, but for the moment, we are providing the application for free. So, yeah, we are not giving enterprise support. But we are always keen on helping and taking in account your support questions, of course. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, José. We have someone asking if the app works with Jira Server as well.
Yes, it also works with the Jira server. So basically, it's prepared to connect to a Jira cloud instance and to a Jira server instance as well, server or data center. So both, yeah. The mechanism is the same, but well, there are some setup particularities that can be found in in our documentation. We have documentation that is reachable by https docs.getxray.app. So you can find there the documentation and you can see there details of that and other topics.
Thank you. Can we choose the format of the PDF report?
For the moment, we are providing the report only on PDF format because, well, as you know, it's cross-platform compatible. So yes, it was our choice to provide for the moment just in PDF.
Okay. Well, I don't see any more questions here. Thank you very much for joining our session today. We appreciate you spending time with us. Remember, we are offering the Exploratory app for free, and you can download it on our website. You can go to getxray.app/exploratory-testing. And we are open to hearing from you, answering any other questions that you didn't got the chance to ask now, or showing more of the app. You can contact me and Jose directly, and we will be more than happy for helping you.
Yeah. Thank you for the attendance, and thank you, Petri, for conducting such good presentation.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day, everyone.